So effectively.
Hello.
Tam.
Hello, welcome to the Christmas special. Tam, you're our sound check. Can you hear us? I assume that she can.
There is a delay.
It's never particularly seamless, the startup sequence, is it?
No.
No, that's just the beauty of it.
I like that Lucretia's got like the DJ one ear thing going on.
I'm just going to
DJ Lucretia!
pause some feedback. Yeah, okay, we're on, and the volume's working, and that's great. So, hello, welcome to the last Leisure Lounge of this year, which is the Christmas special. Turn off. Sound turn off. Off.
Awesome.
And it's great to have you here. Hello, Tam, and other people. And we'll just do that. And hello and welcome, Tam, and so on. And
good morning, angels.
Hi, Charlie.
Angels, I want you to go undercover at the women's prison again.
Oh, nice.
Oh, but those guards are so mean, but the prison nurses are so nice.
Oh, yeah.
We'll make sure we get lots of showers.
Yay! Well, happy Christmas and happy Hanukkah and happy Kwanzaa and happy other, probably irrelevant if it wasn't for its proximity in the Christian calendar to Christmas ethnic celebration.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yay.
Yeah. Happy Day of the Dead.
Is it Day of the Dead?
It's the fourth day, isn't it, of what? Yeah, it's the fourth day of Hanukkah.
Hanukkah. Actually, we need a bit of a Hanukkah miracle because remember that oil lamp we made?
Yeah.
It ran out of oil.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And it was very expensive, thanks to OPEC.
Maybe, well, because, no, we did this a little while ago and we put the leftover, we put the leftover cooking oil in it because we're so ecologically minded. Hello, Geek Chick. Yay, we've got people signing in. That's awesome. Maybe we'll just do this and this so we can see the chat and not neglect people. Because apparently... Oh, yay! They've just had a picnic at the beach. Was that the lovely beach in Eastbourne? Maybe.
Once the delay.
Oh, right, yeah, no, this is funny because there's a delay.
Yeah.
It's like making an international call in.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic. So we've got a little bit of a menu for today's show. We thought we'd do, of course, because, you know, it's like a no-brainer, best and worst of 2011. We're going to talk about some exercise tips that Corentin told me last night. Corentin doesn't remember last night.
Well,
we're going to talk about the tradition of mistletoe. It's a bit of a cautionary tale. And of course some last minute present ideas.
Yeah.
You know, presents for people. The presents don't say I love you, they say I remember that you exist. Because bitches, you got T-6 hours and counting. Oh, unless you're in America, in which case you got a whole other shopping day. So
this is true.
Or Hawaii.
Hawaii,
or Tahiti, I think is 2 hours minus a day.
Oh,
nice.
2 years ahead of New Zealand minus a day. So they've got another, whatever it is, 28 hours?
Yeah.
Well, you guys have got ages before you can overeat until you get indigestion. Don't have indigestion nightmares like I got. So we'll just start off with the, should we start with the best and worst? No, we'll do your exercise tip.
You know, I really don't remember this.
So what do we see in the background there, Angels?
Oh, right.
The background. We do have to talk about this.
Okay, so I was down at the shop doing some properties buying. So I thought, you know, it's a Christmas show, we should have a tree. And then I did buy some things. But then I realised, no, the virtual world is the world that I love. And so we have here clips of cats and Christmas trees. That's right. Look at the silly kitties. They think those are little mice or lizards or native birds in that tree. Look at that crazy little kitten. So that's kind of our festive suggestiveness in the
Indeed.
background there. Yes.
Oh, thank
There you go. So, yeah, I wasn't planning on having a late night, but then quarantine. Do you remember at the restaurant? And I was like, oh God, we had the banquet menu. I'm so full. Oh God, I'm going to go home.
Yeah.
And then you
And
said...
then I said, no. That's not how the evening works. We just had dinner. You have to go out. Yeah.
So then I was dancing around to the Human League just with like 10 types of curry and naan and rice and meat.
That's right.
Dancing quite slowly. Going, oh God. But then I met my good friend Shelley and she was feeling a bit puffed too, so we just sat it out and tried to me Coca-Colas.
Yeah.
And you didn't run into any strange tall Englishmen or anything crazy like that.
Oh, how did you know that?
So
We know everything here at the Charlestown Centre Technology.
we're
so-
back.
Sorry. How did you know that?
Right, so I was standing outside the club, as is my wont. Where's the chat window? We might be missing chat. Chat. Pilla, hello Pilla.
Hello, Peter.
Hello. Oh, Pilla. I think I know who Pilla is. Pilla and I went to university together when I was studying women's studies.
Fab.
My double major women's studies in chemistry to develop a non-toxic Teflon alternative.
I remember that.
Because the Teflon killed my thrush.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know if you heat Teflon up too high, it releases poison gas?
That explains John Key.
I'm going to get him a cast iron skillet for Christmas. I reckon Morris's variety will still be open. So there was this man at the club, and it's so feminist.
So feminist.
Oh my God, we got so many people. This is like the most popular show ever.
And to answer the question, it's Jack in the Box who's in the studio. Who's
Charlie.
with us?
Charlie.
Good morning, Charlie in
Angels.
the Box. Oh, good morning, Charlie.
So there was this guy, right, and he was like 6'7", he was really tall, had really nice boots on, because I always notice people's shoes.
I did too.
And he was like, I'm over from England, and I'm from Kent, and I just love New Zealand, and I really like Wellington more than England. Maybe I'll take an apartment here. But, if I need to buy some Gucci or some Versace, I can always go back up to Auckland and buy it. And I'm one of the 99%. The people hate me because my family's been I'm an investment banker. It's my family's business. And it's this little global... It's just a hiccup. We've been around for 400 years.
Oh,
and I was like, huh.
Oh, and then he found out I was
like,
French.
Right.
That was a whole different conversation. Oh, yeah. No, that was great.
Yeah, so I said to him, did you find that empire that you lost? And he kind of tried to make some kind of comeback with the Commonwealth, and we just left.
Yeah.
It was funny. I was like, why are you talking to me like that? Oh, we're Westwood. I don't make a big deal about it. Shut up. What's your game? But it's that kind of Wellington thing where we don't like...
Wankers. We don't like wankers.
Thank you, Charlie.
Thank you, Charlie.
We don't like wankers. He was just awful. And I was like, you clearly disdain everyone here. Why are you here if we're all such peasants?
Yeah.
Girl, I wanted to hit him with my Chanel handbag. I'll go into the club and put a big 40 ounce of vodka in it to give it some weight. And
He'll have a double C logo on his forehead.
Oh, brilliant.
That would be nice.
Well, it'd be like a double one way around.
It'd be a branded forehead on the Englishman.
Yeah.
Violence is not the answer, people.
No. We killed him with love.
Mm.
That's what we did.
We killed him with love, so I sat on his face.
Right, so apparently we have exercise tips.
Yeah, right. So your exercise tip is quite a small one. It was really funny. You were like, oh my God, this dancing's the most exercise. No. You remember that?
Yes! I remember doing that. I felt like such a fool.
So Corrington did some special exercises. Oh no! I can't.
Should I run this story through a little?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is how it goes. If you're at the bar, you're having a good night, everything's fine. You're having a couple of drinks. Well, exercise becomes a lot easier at that point. And so I did have to go to the bathroom. So I did. I excused myself, and I thought for some strange reason that it was the best time for me to do push-ups. Push-ups? Press-ups? Press-ups. Whatever. Those ones.
Like clean and jerk.
Yeah. So I decided to do some of those.
Yeah.
But it was a bathroom floor. I don't think it was a great idea.
So the quotable quote is, only exercise when you're drunk. which I think is going to make my time on my Wii Fit a lot more fun.
Oh yeah.
I'll play a hula hoop game. I'll play a penguin game.
Brilliant.
It is a sit-still game that I really like.
Oh, the Zen one.
Yeah, the Zen one's great. I do that for hours. Just
Yeah.
put a nice DVD on and do the Zen game.
Remember, no brain, no pain.
That's
Yeah,
right. That's
there
why
you
the
go.
So, Pella's asking, people, the audience are like, yeah, I know your hands were on the floor.
I know. I washed my hands, and it's a gay bar. The toilets were so clean.
That's actually very true.
Like, you know, that's the only bar I can go to a clean, safe toilet.
Oh. And Pella's asking who's our. It's Charlie. Charlie who joins us. You know, because we're like Charlie's Angels.
Almost every week. I come by in the box.
He comes by and spends some time in my box.
Although last week I couldn't make it, so Morgan Freeman came in.
No, Morgan Freeman was great. He was so entertaining.
Such a good star.
Where were you last week?
Oh,
Stuck in the Burbs.
stuck in the
Oh,
burbs.
Lord. Oh, dear.
Were you
What a
making
good
the
time.
coffee for white women again?
Yeah, that's pretty much what I do.
Yeah, that's where the white women are at.
That's where the white women are. I love them to bits. I love them.
I might have confessed some lesbian feelings I had for the white woman
Yeah, no, I hear you. I have them too.
when I'm at Thorndon New World, aka the White Woman's Supermarket, and I see them with this streaked hair, and I'm like, take me home. Let's do a Thelma and Louise in your Audi. Let's do it. But instead of driving to the Grand Canyon, we can drive. Do we have a canyon?
Wouldn't you just drive to the Reichstag or something? I mean, you wouldn't be able to do any adventures outside of the Ford Thunderbird, because that show only works on the Ford Thunderbird. So if you're in an Audi, you'd probably just drive like to the Brandenburg Gate or something, and then wave at the German police.
Hi, Stasi. Hello.
That's all you'll ever get to do.
Guten Tag, mein Lieber.
Because the Audi would rationalise all your actions.
This is true.
We would have quiet windscreen wipers.
It would be too quiet.
It won't be like. Dick Chick says Charlie has a great radio voice. Charlie does have a great radio voice.
I've got a great face for radio too.
That's why he had the box.
But angels, I'm just here at my hot tub with some of the other angels.
Oh. Other angels?
What?
Is he cheating on us?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, he's got more angels.
Girl, hold my leg.
Don't worry, they're all over 50. It's just me here with Cheryl Ladd and Jacqueline Smith.
Maybe,
fantastic.
that sounds quite good.
Actually, they're over 60.
Oh.
Oh, that's still sounding like the white woman.
Yeah, I was going
to say. Okay, so I'm going to do this fancy thing that I found out that I can do, which is do
I think Jacqueline's nose is falling off.
Oh no. And do the screen thing. It's like the whole screen. This is not working how it used to. No, I don't want to see everything. Why am I making troubling noise? Okay, what if I do this and then this?
No deal.
No
dice whatsoever.
It's not good. I used to be able to select an area of the screen. Used to God damn it, technology. Every episode. No. Okay, right, anyway, we're going to do the best and worst, and you can just see all of it, because that's how it's... Oh no, I can put it into kiosk mode. Or not. Presentation mode. There we go. Right. So we're going to do like the best and worst of 2011. And there's this cute little app called Storify where you can... what if I go zoom in? What happens then? Oh, awesome. Got it. So, there's this cute little web service called Storify where you can make little stories. And so I made a little story about the best and worst of 2011. We'll start with the worst. I think probably third worst thing of 2011 was Fukushima #1 power plant exploding due to damage caused by March 11 tsunami.
That was horrible.
That was quite bad.
And still is.
Yeah. I thought about making jokes about it, but it's tsunami.
Yeah, tsunami soon.
That would be an extremely poor taste.
I think that's possibly the least offensive joke we can make, and we should stick to that as a limit.
Okay, so the second, number 2 on the list of things that are terrible about 2011 was this man, John Banks, winning the Epsom seat in the election. So for people who don't live in New Zealand. We had like we had the general election this year, and look at him there. And this man did a little deal with the Prime Minister and got the Epsom seat, which is this like rural white woman situation in Auckland. And he's a real piece of work. Yeah, we're going to get him off screen. Get him off screen. People are screaming on chat. Sorry. But I found this quote that he made in 1993. New Zealand passed an amendment to the Human Rights Act, which basically outlawed discrimination on the basis of a whole bunch of stuff, including sexuality. And he had this to say about that legislation. I'm referring to his voice. The problem with this homosexual business we've now made legal in this country is that so many of these creeps have now boldly crept out of the wardrobe, and Parliament is soon going to legislate to allow sexual deviants or people with sexual alternatives to work with immunity.
Out of the wardrobe!
The wardrobe, people!
The wardrobe!
The wardrobe!
Are you joking?
So that
He obviously does not know what he's talking about.
Mum and Dad, I have to tell you something. I'm coming out of the wardrobe.
Nadia was too cold.
It was like Turkish delight. It was sport.
And the crazy queen tried to give me some lollies. Yeah.
And there was this little, like, what was that little half man, half goat thing?
Oh, yeah, I don't remember his name, but
Tiberius?
yeah.
Charlie dude.
I know. I don't remember.
We don't remember.
Last time I saw The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, it was animated.
Oh,
It's a cartoon version.
fantastic.
No, we saw that at Sunday school when I was a Methodist.
Yeah.
Of which I still am. And because it's the Christian parable. Tomness, Mr. Tomness, that's right.
Ah,
Yes.
that's right. It was
Yes.
too.
So the third, this is number one worst thing of 2011, which is a little bit maybe controversial. I ran past Corrington the other day.
Alright.
Lady Gaga's music is the worst thing of 2011.
The keyword being the apostrophe S and music
The music sheet, the music is...
is sometimes quite dreadful.
Remember that phase and we'd go to the bar and gays would come up to us and go, rah, 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 rah.
That's a bit scary.
Rah, 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 rah.
Put your paws up, little monsters. Yeah.
What? Stop it. Yeah, so that's
She auditioned to be a Charlie's Angel.
Oh.
But no, she just didn't have the aptitude for it.
No.
Her name was too hard to pronounce. It was Stephanie Germanotta. And I thought, we can't have an angel called Stephanie Germanotta. And that's actually what inspired her to change her name.
Oh, brilliant.
So it was actually down to the Charles Townsend Detective Agency.
One thing I will give Gaga some credit for is her self as an artist and her music videos. Her music videos are always quite entertaining and quite visually full on.
We'll probably come to that part too.
The fashion's quite interesting.
Yeah.
I do, yeah. It's a little bit nuts.
I think we need to have some dishonourable mentions to the other bad things that happened in 2011.
Yes, okay, other bad things for 2011.
Well, we need to mention the fall of Charlie Sheen.
Oh, Charlie Sheen.
Oh, that's right.
Oh my god, and he hit every branch on the way down.
Because I remember that month where everybody was by winning.
By winning. Tiger Blood.
I was like, that's not a sexuality
God.
I've heard of.
By winning.
Yeah, because I had no idea what happened at first. I was like, by winning.
I never found that show very funny either. Mainly because he was in shorts with socks.
Yeah, it's not Ashton Kutcher who's playing that role, I hear.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's correct. Ashton Kutcher is playing it.
Yeah.
After, of course, his wife Demi Moore was a member of the Charles Townsend Detective Agency.
Right.
I actually have watched, because over here in the United States we have watched this already.
Yeah.
We're about 12, 13 episodes in. It started off really funny, and if you want to see naked Ashton Kutcher scenes, this is actually the series to do it, because he appears naked.
Wow.
In the
Slap
first
me
episode.
and call me Demi Moore.
Oh, girl. Because I went to watch this movie, I don't normally watch these movies, but I was with friends and it was some weird circumstance. And it was New Year's Eve, which is, the crew who did Valentine's Day, and they did all these other movies, and they just get a whole lot of famous people to act in these kind of short stories, all that mesh into one. And Ashton Kutcher was in it, and he was this little I hate New Year's little hipster. And I absolutely loved it. I absolutely loved it. The other thing about that movie is I found out that Oh yeah, you're now on.
I'm pitched up there now. That feels very comfortable. I'm on a bed of roses.
Yeah, on a bit of roses.
Yeah, that movie, Zac Efron. Zac Efron.
You know, I don't watch a lot of films.
Has done him well.
From High School Musical.
Yeah, he was no good in that, but he cut his hair and grew a bit of a fashionable stubble, and everything was fine.
Yeah, what I think they should not have hired Ashton Kutcher. I think Ashton Kutcher was the wrong choice.
Ashton Kutcher was the wrong choice.
He was the wrong choice because what they should have done is they should have hired Martin Sheen. And they should call it 2.5 Men, the Later Years.
Brilliant.
And set in the year 2045.
I like that.
And that would have been a really good show.
Oh, they could have had diet pills and
cars
flying
that
cars.
Which we're supposed to be getting next year, guys. I heard when I was a kid, I was 10, we watched this TV series and it was all about the future. And in 2012, they intended to have flying cars, which was quite fantastic, but I don't see that happening.
It'd be real easy to get away from a breath test if you're in a flying car. That's probably why they don't want that.
And the other thing too that I didn't like about 2011 was the disappearance of Cheryl Cole from the American X Factor. Because we want to have a Geordie on the American X Factor, and who cares if the Americans don't understand it? I'm just a normal person, Pat. It's my life. I mean, they fired her because they said they couldn't understand it. Well, I can't bloody understand Paula Abdul because she's drunk half the time. So if you're going to fire anyone, fire bloody Paula Abdul. The woman, there is something wrong with that woman. Yeah, I admit she was very nice when she was doing that Diet Coke commercial with Cary Grant, but that just gives you an idea of how old she is.
Yeah, it's time to check the expiry date. Actually, someone needs to check it on the expiry date. Let's do the top 3 things of 2011.
I did like the good things.
The good things. We know to balance it out. So let's do a little bit of. I think number 3 is the Occupy movement.
The Occupy movement,
right?
That was quite beautiful.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Yeah,
beautiful. So I'm just going to read the thing that I found on their webpage, which is Occupy Wall Street is a leaderless, resistant movement with people of many colours, genders, and political persuasions. The only thing we have in common is that we are the 99%, and we will no longer tolerate the greed and corruption of the 1%. We're using the revolutionary Arab Spring tactic to achieve our ends, scroll, and encourage the use of non-violence to maximise the safety of all participants. But this is the good bit. The Occupy Wall Street movement empowers real people to create change from the bottom up. We want to see General Assembly in every backyard on every street corner because we don't need Wall Street and we don't need politicians to build a better society.
I like that.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. I was impressed, actually.
Very much so.
Lord knows, America. It's
actually kind of the closest thing to, world peace that we've had. It's really brought everybody together. And it's kind of the biggest movement I've seen in a while that's really kind of
we are the world.
Internationally brought everyone. Yeah,
Michael Jackson wrote that, didn't he?
Did he now?
He wrote that song.
Of course he did, yeah.
We are the children.
We are the children. Don't you dare, darling. Don't you dare.
He was not found guilty of that.
He was not.
He was not found guilty. What did I have
the
to
same
say?
way David Penn was.
I can do I'll do a quick Michael Jackson impersonation over the box.
How are you going to do Michael Jackson?
Has anybody seen my other glove?
I like that one.
Go check my Snatch. There are always things lost in there. Gloves. Gloves.
Did you check the glove box, darling? No, it won't be there. Never is.
Yeah, right. So on America, they had classic cars parading through the streets of Wellington last night from the 60s, and they were hot. And it brought a little tear to my eye because I thought, that in a time when gasoline was cheap and America had an economy.
Yeah.
Oh. Those were the days.
Those were the days.
I remember when I bought all those Mustangs for the Angels in 1975. They were good little cars.
Where are Mustangs?
When was Nixon? Because he was kind of in charge where it all went to buggery bollocks.
Nixon was the president in 1968.
68. That's probably why TV went poo.
It did. 1968, of course, was the year that television wardrobes started going brown, mustard, and yellow.
I'm not all upset about that.
But we can blame them Richard Nixon, because up until then, Americans dressed like madmen. And then they dressed like Mr. Brady from the Brady Bunch.
Right.
Yeah.
It just wasn't quite right.
Who was a gay alcoholic.
He was, yeah. And he died of AIDS, didn't he? Mr. Brady died of AIDS.
Yeah.
So that was very sad.
So yeah, we think Occupy is good. I don't know, I just like people saying it how it is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a whole lot of fun, Capitalism doesn't work for me.
No.
So no one consulted me about it.
Right.
What we need is a benevolent dictatorship with me in charge. Oh, actually, have they got an opening in North Korea?
I believe they do now.
I will have concrete monuments to myself up in a flash.
That sounds good.
Absolutely. So number 2 good thing for 2011 is Happy Feet the penguin.
Happy Feet.
Oh, look how cute Happy Feet is.
cute.
I think Morgan Freeman would have had something to say about him, didn't he, if he was here this week?
What would Morgan have to say?
I think Morgan would say something like, and the penguin went off and was eaten. I don't know.
We don't know that for sure.
No, I can't do a Morgan Freeman voice, sadly. But, when...
we need Morgan Freeman.
Hope he comes back.
It's
really good.
So Happy Feet, for people who don't know, was this little penguin from Antarctica who ended up on a beach in New Zealand, like a little bit confused and eating dirt.
Ah, that's right.
New Zealand rallied around Happy Feet and took him to the zoo and put him in the fridge or something. I don't know. In the fridge and the
gigantic
or something.
Fridge.
I don't know. And nursed him back to health, and then they got a big ship to take him back to Antarctica. Yay! And then maybe he got ate by a shark.
Yeah, that's
and John Key took credit for it all, didn't he?
Oh, did he really?
Thanks to my leadership that Happy Feet is now
Thank
free.
you, John. Thank you. You feel like that was what really needed to be done at the time.
It was more important than
anything else that was going on. Yep.
So number 1 best thing of 2011. Lady Gaga's music video.
Yay! I didn't know it was on there.
Yeah.
I gave her credit too early. Yes, her music videos. She had that recent one, what was it called? And she did the act where she was dressed as the man and that Born This Way. It was fabulous.
So this is my thing with Lady Gaga. Her music is just the most pure old pop, but her music videos and her performance are extraordinary.
Like finite short films.
Art.
Art.
Her fashions are wonderful as well.
Right? She got that implant thing. I was like, girl, that's edgy.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to for a long time think, you're just Marilyn Manson and Madonna. But then she got that implant, and I was like, respect.
Girl, plastic surgery up in there, hell yes.
Yeah, not like that.
I think we do need an honourable mention to Pippa Middleton's ass.
Pippa Middleton's ass. I wonder if we can Google that up real quick.
I mean, above that, not too much to look at, but she did have a very well proportioned butt.
Safe search, darling. Safe search.
Oh, my safe search is
But I'm struggling to find another honourable mention because we have 2 dishonourable mentions.
No, it was actually, I really struggled to find good things about 2011. It's been a hell of a year. And cocaine is a hell of a drug.
I know.
I mean, I suppose we could say...
Lounge.
Oh, right.
It's got to be up there.
Yeah, right.
Honourable mention Leisure Lounge. I'd say that would qualify.
You guys are so nice. I actually got this really nice letter the other day, which is in a chili bin. It's a long story.
Yeah.
I'm just going to toss it out. And I've been extremely remiss.
That's right.
Because I actually need to send them a wee note saying thank you. It's such an honour. So it's from Out Wellington, which is some kind of group in Wellington. They sent me this letter, and actually I suppose this is it. I'm going to thank them live on my show. That's pretty good, isn't it? So, dear Laquisha, I would like to formally invite you on behalf of the team at Out Wellington Incorporated to Out in the Square in Glitter. This year's Wellington Famous Gay and Lesbian Fair Out in the Square will celebrate its 27th year. Thousands show up to check out the many stalls, taste some of the amazing food, enjoy the day-long entertainment and soak up the fun, friendly, festive atmosphere. We'd love to see you there. On behalf of Out Wellington, thank you so much for your hard work in the GLBT community, and we look forward to seeing you.
Oh, brilliant.
The signature is so fabulous.
It's from Out, and there's like this nice little letterhead situation. How do you feel about that type, Charlie?
That looks very nice. I like the outline of it. The Egyptian typefaces do seem quite current at the moment.
This is a camera, people. Cameras.
I can see through that.
Yes, that's how he says. So and a fancy signature and some comps. And some comps to the glitter party. So, I was really... I could probably squeeze a tear out.
The herpes of the craft world.
Oh, the herpes of the craft world. I'm going to have glitter all up in my gusset.
Oh, girl. Maybe glitter in your snatch for weeks.
I thought you had your tear ducts removed, Lucretia.
Yes, actually. I've had them cauterized. Silver nitrate, actually, if you're wondering.
Brilliant.
So,
they actually gave you tickets. It wasn't just a fake letter there getting you to buy tickets. They actually gave you tickets.
People should go to this glitter party because I'll be there. Actually.
Yeah, it looks quite fun.
It's another thing. I'll post the links for it afterwards.
Yeah.
So that was
It's
really
worth doing
nice.
the show there. That would be fun. Wouldn't
That
it?
would be fun. I'm actually thinking about, and I probably will talk to the Outline about do some kind of live reporting down at Out in the Fair.
Yeah, that'd be brilliant.
Because this thing here can stream live to the internet through a service called Quick, which is why are all internet services spelt funny?
Yeah.
Spelt QIK.
Oh,
Quick.
of course.
And it's so I can live stream straight onto Leisure Lounge. So I might do
Isn't that
from-
stuff you added to the Nestle milk?
Oh my god, Quick. And if your mum wasn't looking, you put in like far too
Yes!
much.
Oh.
1 teaspoon's enough,
Was it?
LaQuisha. I'm like, doubt it.
Was that the one with the little rabbit?
Yes!
Do you know what was the best thing? We used to have we used to have brioche, which is this amazing like fluffy bread, and we'd put butter on it,
Yeah.
and you'd have this little container of the Quick, and you would just put the butter side down into the Quick, the whole thing, and just get as much chocolate as you can on there, and just eat it off the bread.
This is how French children abuse food.
It was either that or it was the baguette with like
Actually-
literally
Oh, they live
slabs
longer.
of chocolate
No,
shoved
this
in
is
there.
fusion. This happened after you came to New Zealand, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Because, you know, we'll put anything between two slices of bread.
That's true, except spaghetti.
Fairy bread, someone had to explain that to me when I was a kid. I was like,
One of the things Corrington's noticed about New Zealand, and I'll let you explain fairy bread, is that we will put anything, just anything, in a
Anything.
sandwich. Anything.
anything.
Which is apparently not normal.
I was introduced to chocolate chip and banana toasties.
Why have I not made
Oh,
that?
nice. With a bit of
That
cinnamon.
still sounds gross.
But anything
okay,
between
I'm
two
sorry.
slices of bread.
I'm not keen.
Yeah.
So shall we move on to the next thing, which is
Yeah.
last minute Christmas ideas?
Yay!
Yay. So
Yay.
one of them is just go down to a shop and buy lots of chocolates.
Chocolates.
Right, chocolates. Because this, like I say, this is the gift. They're all kind of chocolates. And there's more chocolates.
If
What
you're
if the
feeling
mother makes
poor,
chocolate?
And there's some other chocolates. And then you just give these to people.
if you're feeling poor, just give one piece of chocolate.
Yeah, like that.
It's
You
such
could
a
just
good
wrap
idea.
up the whole thing.
And if you want to be a bit classy with it, I recommend you go and find some vintage wallpaper
Yeah.
and use that as a wrapping paper. This is some loveliness, and it's got this like little gold shininess.
I can actually recommend the store called Wanted in Aro Valley. They sell these rolls, and they're fabulous.
Totally, and then just zhuzh that up with some inexpensive, well, because whose
Little
wallet
decos.
stretches too expensive? Mine certainly doesn't. His purse. She said channeling Fanny Critic. And then that's lovely. Yes.
Fab.
So those are for people who you don't necessarily want to say I love you. You want to say I remember you exist. But if you do love them, then you could make them handcrafts.
Ooh.
Yay!
Yay! So we're going to totally do handcrafts.
Oh,
So we're going to make maracas.
Maracas.
Because if you like bossa nova
I'm
music
so
as much as
excited.
I do, which is quite a lot, you definitely need maracas. So for this craft project, you will need a toilet roll.
We'll have one each.
Yeah, we'll have one each. Some tin foil, some rice, and
Of
also
course.
hologram tape.
It has to be hologram.
Absolutely.
Don't be using no budget Scotch tape.
No,
This
no,
is-
well, no,
this
it's
is-
important, but it's
Yeah,
hologram.
hologram tape.
Yeah. So what you do is you get the tin foil, some tin foil, and
And we can have Corrington thing.
and Corrington's going to do it. Oh, this is noisy, isn't it? Oh, I feel like I'm on Facebook.
Yeah.
And what you do is you put the tin foil over the end of the toilet roll, just like that,
Just like that.
and you get a little bit of rice, and you put that in here. Just a little. Oh, it's on the keyboard.
Oh, it's in the keyboard.
Oh,
Yeah.
my life. And then you get the other bit of tin foil and put that on the end, like that.
We'll get the hologram tape.
And then, oh, screensaver,
Oh,
come
hello.
back. And then Corrington's just going to get the hologram tape.
Oh, they've got some loaded into the dispenser for us.
Yeah, this is some high-class hologram tape.
Nice.
I remember holograms like Automan
And Cursor.
and Cursor.
And not forgetting Gem and the holograms.
Gem and holograms.
Jim and the holograms.
It's
So we
truly
are the
outrageous.
Misfits, and we are better, we are the Misfits. That's all. The reason the Misfits were better is because Gem's brand was like nice, which basically meant she couldn't use minor chords in any of her songs, which did somewhat limit them musically. But the Misfits only had minor, minor 7, minor 6, minor diminished 4. They had any kind of chords. They did have better music.
And they had a lot more. They got a lot more action as well.
They were so
Always.
bad. I saw this one episode and they were like doing a photo shoot with like at the pool. And
that's right, with dolphins and shit.
Yeah, right. At the aquarium. And the Misfits pushed like Christy or Tinkerbell or someone into the pool, and then there were sharks.
Yeah, in the pool, right? yeah.
Oh, bless. It was great. Cool. And then you get your glitter, almost glitter tape, hologram tape, and then you just attractively wrap that around. Just so attractive, and just wrap that around like that.
If you had blue, it'd be just like Automan.
Like that. And then...
We should have prepared one earlier.
And then you have a maraca.
Tell me when will you be mine? Tell me quando. I actually don't know all the lyrics. I'm just... I only watched I Love Lucy so many times. And Ricardo only sang it every now and then.
Do you have a pen?
Sure. What kind of pen do you require, my love?
This is the story of Walter Nebuchadnezzar, a cop doing what he likes doing best, fighting crime in the streets.
Oh,
but the chief doesn't want Walter fighting crime in the streets, so Walter was to fight crime in his own way, in the computer room. That's where he's an expert. Fortunately for me, Walter started experimenting with a three-dimensional picture known as a hologram.
This is a...
Waterman.
When given enough power, can be made to look real, sound real. If it had given enough power, it can even be made to feel real.
It sounds a lot like
me into this world. My name is Automan. That was a great show.
That was a great show. His car could do 90-degree turns.
That's right. It was a Lamborghini.
Oh, nice. Of course.
And not a Toyota Supra.
So there we go. There's a Christmas idea. And then this is the other Christmas idea. And this is also a Christmas idea.
And could you load chocolate into the maracas?
Oh my god, you could make a chocolate maraca. Kind of crossed with a piñata.
Yeah. That could be.
Which is a little bit of a strange.
Or if you give
mine's like a little hippie with a headband.
If you give them
Quarantine one seems a little nicer.
You can. Yay!
And give it a Chinaman and actually feed him for a day.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
you
god!
can actually
if
you have wrapped yours nicely,
which
you have, but differently, you could just pour a little bit of boiling water in there.
And that's a meal. That's a meal in one.
Actually, I made. Recipe time. Slow cooked rice pudding. So good.
Yum.
So it's 3/4 of a cup of white rice, long grain. 3 cups of milk, 1.5 cups of sugar, a teaspoon of cinnamon, and 1/3 of a cup of melted butter. And basically, just put those into your slow cooker, mix it all up, and then just put it on overnight on low. Yeah. And I ate all of it because I had no self-control. And then I had the worst indigestion nightmares.
Oh, darling.
Yeah, it was really bad.
Nightmares?
I had like indigestion nightmares. I was back with my first husband. And I woke up like...
And then I was like... I remember what it looked like.
I was like, oh god, my stomach. Where are the quickies? Damn rice pudding.
It's funny. Yeah, two nights ago I dreamed that there was an earthquake and it happened on the 23rd, and then what happened?
Goodness. So why did you not tell me about it?
Well, I actually thought that the location was in Kansas. I didn't think the location was in New Zealand. So who's going to miss Kansas, right? That disappeared.
Isn't it? Was Kansas? Yeah, sure. I just think that people are doing like kind of awesome Wells-esque more of the world / Wizard of Oz.
Oh yeah.
I know it's a bit of a...
But speaking of Kansas, we don't have Jen today because she's at Mass, isn't she? So.
Well, no, apparently Jen might be joining us because of time zones. How do they work? Mass is on Christmas Eve, but it's the 23rd in the States right now. Yeah, but I
so she could be there somewhere. Because she said that...
Say hello if you're there. Knock if you can hear us.
She said that, might upset God if she were to watch this during Mass. But I've always believed that Jesus Christ was born tomorrow to save us from sin, and that's the only way we can get in heaven. And that and the only way I think to get in heaven, if we want Jesus to save us, is that we have to keep on sinning.
You got to sin till it kills people.
He was hanging out with like prostitutes
Sailors.
And crazy men, like
basically people who go to the gay bar.
I was going to say it was it was a lot like me.
These are complicated.
Not only that, Jesus was the 99% because he was against the tax collectors.
Tax collectors, but he still was nice to them. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, girls. Kill them with love.
Kill them with love.
Sit on their faces.
Sit on their faces. I don't think he was doing that.
Wasn't in the
This
New
is
Testament.
loaded inside out.
Oh,
This is complicated.
that makes more sense.
It's loaded inside out.
Maybe if you stand to China, it's the right way around.
Do you think? It's probably like a hemisphere thing.
Yeah, it's
the
a
hemisphere
northern
thing. Yeah,
hemisphere.
Oh.
Mummy can't cope.
You could break a nail on that.
I know, I broke an L once. Oh,
Yeah.
look! Isn't that attractive? That's so attractive. So you just give that to someone and it really says,
tape.
I love you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love you.
Oh, you can even write it on the toilet.
Okay, well, I was about to kiss you there, which brings me on to my next topic, which is mistletoe in Wellington, right?
Mistletoe.
Because I was like, oh, I could kiss people because I have mistletoe. I have mistletoe. Kiss people.
Yeah.
Do you know that mistletoe's endangered in New Zealand?
Oh.
Native mistletoe, one's gone extinct. And native mistletoe in New Zealand, and particularly Wellington, is endangered because I went to the DOC website and they've got this whole page about what can I do to save mistletoe.
Wow.
Don't pick it so you can pash people.
Selfish. Think of the environment.
Right? If
Find
you
some
want...
nice plastic mistletoe.
Yeah.
That's right, so feminist. Mistletoe is better than camel toe. And infinitely preferable to moose knuckle.
That I have not heard of. I don't think I want to see it.
Shall we Google that?
Oh, that'd be really...
Shall we like
What's
lower
this
the,
happening?
lower the tone? Oh look, do you know what I'm going to do?
Fantastic.
I'm going to publish my best and worst of see. I'm going to click the publish link.
We also had that, was it Pizzazzler in one episode?
The pedazzler.
The
The pedazzler.
Would that
It was
count
like
as
a
one of the best of
giant-
2011 as well?
It was a well-hung disco ball, wasn't it?
Oh well, look, I can share it on Facebook.
I remember those disco balls.
Yeah. Oh, that's like
It sounds like a Lady
Just-
Gaga song. Was that the disco stick?
disgusting. Oh.
I don't know, but you can imagine someone doing a blue XXX version of that called Porn This Way.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure that exists.
I always thought that Richard Long, the newsreader, really missed his calling by being a porn actor.
Yeah.
Because if you've got a name like Dick Long, I mean, really, you shouldn't be a newsreader.
It's funny. There's a tradition of New Zealand politicians with names like that, like David Longy,
Longy.
Jim Folger. What's going on?
It wasn't loaded inside out.
I suppose Key's slightly phallic too, isn't it? Slightly. And a flat sort of...
And
Oh,
so I found a...
What is that? That is Moose Knuckles?
That's Moose Knuckle. That is Moose Knuckle, right there.
Oh, wow.
With the power of technology, we can bring you... That's the Moose Knuckle.
The Moose Knuckle.
Yeah.
That's alright.
That's like 5 of them too. That's a messed up moose.
Yeah, so clearly Moose Knuckle is just some kind of tight-fitting shorts.
Right.
Yeah,
That's a good
obviously
brand. Like a cyclist
what that
brand.
is. Yeah, Moose Knuckle. So there we go. Better than camel toe. Don't pick the mistletoe. It's
Don't pick the
endangered.
mistletoe. Yeah, come on.
It's endangered. What does that say about Wellington? God, how did it get endangered?
Kerry Pentecost.
Oh, God, she'd need truckloads of it to get in the action. Oh, excuse me, it's the rice pudding again. Delicious rice pudding. What's happening on chat? Yes, okay, well, that's good.
Or chat, as they say in French.
Sure.
What's this, das Char?
Oh, I thought it was poussoir.
Oh, no.
Octopussoir.
Octopussoir. Oh my goodness. I really want a tattoo of an octopus.
You would really
I really want a tattoo of an octopus. And and
quite a lot.
my mother's been trying to talk me out of it, and I kind of came up with this little deal for her. I said, Mum, either I'm getting your name tattooed on a love heart on my butt, or the tattoo of the octopus. And she says, well, go ahead, just get the name up there. And but I'm still trying to talk myself out of it, but it did not help that we went out for dinner last night, and this woman had this beautiful tattoo of an octopus that showed us, and I was so upset.
Yeah, look, see, I found that we went to the one day to the, where did we go?
Feel free to advertise my website. We went to the Marine Biology Centre or whatever.
Yeah, and we went and saw the octopi, because apparently they get into the crayfish pots, eat on all the crayfish.
Smart.
Because they're very clever. But no, it's real gross because they're like spiders and they like put poison and then like suck the goodness out of the empty shell. So basically, if you get an octopus in your pot, you just have to discard all this. And then some of the nice fishermen take them to this place, the Marine Centre, which is on Island Bay, and they have octopus rehab.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, so you can go visit the octopus. And this is
it's a octopus with like beehive wigs and, and little flicks.
And so this is a photo
one
that
house
Harrington took. How do I paste? There we go.
Yeah.
And this is on his this is on his portfolio here, which is here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can go to, because Harrington is also a photographer, and this is some of his photographers.
In New York, they've got Occupy Wall Street.
Oh, brilliant!
Occupy Wall Street.
Occupy Wall Street.
Yeah. And stuff,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that it is. Yeah. But you can go look. It's beautiful. Clark's a really nice photographer.
Thank you.
We were talking about with a primary school teacher last night who was working in Christchurch during the February earthquake. And I don't know if you remember, but there was a story about there was a little kid and the parents didn't come, and the parents, like, it was the day of the earthquake, and all the parents come and got the kids. And this one kid was like there till 4 o'clock, and they were like, "Oh no, we can't get hold of the parents."
Yeah.
You know, and then luckily the aunt turned up, or the uncle, I think it was the aunt, and then took the kid home, and it was all fine.
Yeah.
And so we met a guy who'd worked at that school, and he was talking about it and how the kids were really freaked out. And I thought, as a product idea, we should have spray Ritalin. You know, if your kid's been a little ADHD, you just kind of
get some Ritalin and
just spray them with spray Ritalin.
How available is it?
Well, no, we'd need to. Because of my chemistry degree,
right?
/ women's studies.
Yes,
I'll develop that, and so we can, just spray the troll. This is a prototype.
Yeah.
At the moment, it's more like
it's only blue. It reminds me of toilet blue. Which you should never buy.
No, I never buy toilet, but it's kind of tastes like Gatorade, works like mace.
Yeah.
We need to refine this a bit more. At the moment, it makes the kids scream more.
Yeah.
Not less.
It's not working out really
well. But it's really hard to get Ritalin. I don't go to the doctor. I'm like, "Oh, I'm totally ADHD. You have no idea." And they're like, "No, Lucretia, you can't have Ritalin."
Oh.
Don't. So yeah, I think that's a really good idea for
ADHD, for earthquake-prone children.
You know, children on a plane, children in the shopping centre, children on Christmas Day when they had too much pebbles.
Just children.
Children at the cafe.
Just children in public.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
And
you have a market. You have such
totally.
a wide market.
And as well as the spray, then we could move on to other products like air plugins. You know those plugins for air fresheners.
Oh yeah.
And you just have Ritalin in it instead, and it would just slowly, and it would last for 30 days.
Brilliant.
Release Ritalin.
Yeah.
Or you know those cans that spray every 60 seconds?
Yeah.
We have Ritalin in there. They could just put them in classrooms.
Could you have Ritalin incense sticks?
Yes, Ritalin incense sticks.
And candles.
Totally.
Ritalin candles.
And Ritalin, you know those air fresheners for your car that plug in over the vent?
Yeah.
For long car trips, Ritalin.
Yeah, Ritalin.
Totally.
Fantastic.
Totally. Forget about
that. Doesn't sound dangerous at all.
So, but if you can't wait for these products to reach market, there are some tips, some things you can do to calm your kids down straight away. Number one is antihistamines. If you give kids or adults antihistamines, they get real sleepy. So just convince yourself that little Jimmy or little Dorothy is having an allergy.
Yeah.
Give her some antihistamines out like a light.
Fantastic.
Yeah. The other thing, so that works for all ages. For younger children, gripe water. There's stuff that you give them for like when their tummies or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed children. Anyway, apparently you've got alcohol in it. Just pour that in them.
See, my mum was quite good because we flew over to New Zealand and
did she have Ritalin
when
spray?
we were 10? No, that'd be quite nice. But I was about 6 and my brother was about 4, and she went to the doctors and said, "Look, we're doing like a 24-hour flight. I don't want my kids screaming the whole time."
Are we going to have a horrifying insight into the French medical system?
No. And so the doctor, actually. And so the doctor told to my mum, he said, "Just go and buy this cough syrup, and it's quite good for calming kids down. You have to try it before the trip because it excites some kids and it calms some kids down." And so, of course, Mum went and bought it last minute and slipped it into our little milk bottles and everything, and it was fine. So my brother fell dead asleep, but I spent the whole trip running up and down the aisles, screaming my head off the whole 24 hours.
So you were done in a French accent, so that would be quite cool.
Yeah. I don't think the French people on the plane. Yeah. It's not very novel to the French people on the plane, though.
That is troubling.
Yeah, so but do try it first.
Do you remember the brand? Oh, it's probably only available in France.
Yeah, you know what? It's not legal anymore. I'm sure you can find it on the black market.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
And this is why next week's show is going to be sponsored by GlaxoSmithKline Beecham, isn't it?
Yeah, we're talking
promoting some drug on.
And if they don't come through, we've got like a fallback, which is a Monty Safaris. I think that's them. Yeah, they make salmon poles,
and holographic tape.
And holographic tape. Well, that's 3M.
Is it 3M?
No,
from Minnesota.
3M. I'm going to send them an invoice.
Because it's Minnesota. Is it Minnesota Metal and Mining or something? That's what 3M stands for. So it's actually a big mining conglomerate in Minnesota, which is also where Mary Tyler Moore comes from. So it's MMM and MTM.
So, speaking of
the Mary Tyler Moore show. Anyway.
Oh, what is?
Are you putting your own head cone?
Yeah, I think
You're
so.
Gonna, don't hurt yourself.
Look, no.
You're kind of looking like Ellie
We
McGraw.
match. I'm that little hippie.
Sweetie, is it time for your cough syrup?
Oh,
I'm having a horrifying insight.
Yeah, no, it doesn't work on me, so that's not
a troubling international flight that happened about 10 years ago. So the other day, because I was quite worried that I couldn't have children, and so I thought I better go and get myself checked out. So I went down to the Department of Internal Affairs, and do you know that they actually don't provide gynecological services?
Oh.
Right.
What's the surprise?
What you guys
that name's very deceptive.
Deaths, marriages and births.
Yeah.
Look.
What about,
I put on
the causes of.
Yeah, so it was quite awkward actually, because I started to take off my underpants and get ready for the body and the counter to perform the exam to see what I was having. And then I was escorted out by security guards. So if you need a pap smear or any kind of exam, the very misleadingly named Department of Internal Affairs is the wrong place to go.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, no, yep.
Oh, it was so embarrassing. I've been trimmed.
I have so many internal affairs you need to take care of for me. Oh.
Marriages, deaths and births.
Right? And all the causes of internal affairs.
Clearly this is a counselling/medical facility.
Yeah.
Apparently not.
No.
Anyway, so they're just down on Featherstone Street, and you need to go there for not that.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed in there for another 2 years. There's a photo of me behind the counter. So feminist is saying children on the plane is equal to snacks on a plane.
Oh, yeah, actually. Yeah, it really could be. Children on a plane.
Oh, children on a plane. Just,
it's like snacks on the plane.
It's it's not okay. So
I'm sure there's a porno called Snakes on a Plane.
Oh god. I mean, some films don't even need to be.
Change the title.
It's like all Robert Downey Jr.'s films, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like Ricky Gervais, they're all pornos.
Yeah.
Like like Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Yeah.
Iron
That was
Man,
such a good movie.
Two guys and a girl. Bowfinger. I mean, they're all pornos. They're all named after pornos.
Oh, brilliant!
Filthy. So we've got another 7 minutes to go, and it's been just have a little recap of the last 2 seasons. It's been lovely having you join me in my lounge and briefly in the studio, but then we decided the lounge was better. Remember, this all started in winter when we had that unseasonable snowstorm.
That's right. Wellington hadn't had that much snow since Terry Pisa stopped being blow.
Or since Terry Prendergast finally got that anti-dandruff treatment. There's a reason she wore busy jackets and stuff like that. And and I got snowed in, and there was snow up to my window, and there was
polar bears in the backyard.
Polar bears. Oh, there's my polar bear rug. That was great, actually. It was so worth it just to get polar bear rug. Happy Feet's whānau, ice boots in the harbour.
Yeah.
And I had all my coal, and I reached out, and I found you people. And it was beautiful. It was in comfort in my home days. I was insane. I'd been I can't stay home for 5 days by myself. No amount of cigarettes, coffee, pills, or coal fires.
Yeah,
we're going to make that okay, and that was great. And then we had Quarantine come on the show and be hilarious. Things. I remember. What are some of your highlight memories?
One of my highlight memories on this show were the Commander Ed Straker coasters.
Oh,
Oh, the
yeah,
X-ray
those
posters.
posters.
That was great. Because, I mean, roll on the future, roll on 1980, right?
Oh, 1980.
Future 1980.
Future
Yeah.
were visited by UFOs. Oh, did they? Sorry, so the house is a bit of a state. I don't have a
That's
clock. Don't have a.
You don't clean up after himself.
Don't even guess. Did you see what he was posting on my Facebook the other day? He's had his iPad privileges revoked.
There we go.
He's
There
a
it
Commander Ed
is.
Straker.
Ed Straker.
Yeah.
Ed Bishop, R.I.P.
And look, and here's Ed and Colonel Foster.
Michael Billington.
I'm sorry,
Like
he
that,
is Colonel
Michael
Foster.
Billington.
He's with Commander.
Straker.
Straker.
He's Colonel Foster.
Colonel Foster.
Mm-hmm.
And then here's Colonel.
Colonel Straker.
And then he is with the alien.
Yeah.
And I like to put my coffee cups on these.
And a little bit of trivia is that Anthony Chin is the only actor to play both an alien and a shadow operative during that show.
Oh.
How true.
So it's a little known fact. Very little known fact.
Did you think of the highlight?
I really enjoyed that time when we ordered the pizza.
Oh my god, that was so funny.
That pizza, and then you called them, and that was fantastic.
That was
They got the order wrong, didn't they? They got
Yeah,
the order wrong
yeah,
on live
but
television.
We ordered fortune cookies because we needed to know what to do next. And they sent us tiramisu. And so I rang up and I was like, you have sent me the wrong thing. He was like, I'm sorry, sir. And I'm like, sir? What? and he was like, we'll send some yours. I was like, yeah, you don't understand. My friend can't do anything. And she goes, I'll send you a new one. Yeah, the delivery guy was nice.
It was nice.
I tipped him.
That's
Yeah.
really nice.
Yeah, took them upside down and got all the change.
Give me the fortune cookies.
Well, actually, yeah, we have kids to do it at the cafe with the tips. No, you're not supposed to tip them. It's tips for us.
And remember when Nick used to join us?
Oh, yeah.
Stephen Woodard, director of
photography.
photography.
That's right, we'd feed him some bubbles and he'd get silly and get a South African accent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, was that South African? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's a yappy.
We're not allowed to say that.
Is that racist?
Yeah.
Is it?
It's like calling someone a honky.
Oh no, I'm a honky, that's fine. Yes, a
Honky's not-
yappy.
honky's not racist.
But you're not South African, so you can't call
South African.
South African.
I've watched Lethal Weapon 2 as well. Diplomatic community. Remember that? Who's the dickhead now, officer? Our policies are not very popular in this country, Miss Van Den Haas. Joss Ackman, what a great actor.
I think my
DiCaprio
highlight
did a good.
was sadly we had a little bit of a situation with before I sorted the technology. The technology is clearly not completely wrinkle free at this point, but it was worse earlier. And we lost some whole episodes because
we did.
We lost the 9/11 episode, which is probably the best episode.
The mystery.
Apart from this one, this one's been great.
This one's great.
Yeah.
Cats and trees. Oh, look at that cat! Look at it, crazy. It's going to electrocute itself. Don't chew those lights. Actually, Sophie has quite a disturbing penchant for chewing on electrical cords as well. That one's going to end.
Yeah, she's real into that.
And so there was this one episode where, and this one got lost because it's like the BBC in the 70s and we needed to reuse that videotape.
Yeah.
And I was showing people something with a champagne flute.
Oh, that's what happened.
And I just squeezed it a little bit too hard and champagne
Everywhere.
It was
Absolutely
a disaster.
everywhere.
And I like crapped myself because I was like, oh my god, there's all this like expensive camera gear.
Yeah.
Is everything okay? And everything was okay. It was hilarious, but sadly not immortalised on film, so you had to be there.
Yeah. It was art.
Unfortunately. And so looking forward into 2012, I think we're going to possibly change the time of the show again because we like to do that. We'll get back to you about when that is. Because what we have discovered is that Friday afternoon, Corinne and I are usually a little bit worse with wear.
Saturday morning.
What was the first thing you said to me this morning? Oh God, my head. Why is the sun so bright?
That sounds about right.
And because I don't drink because I'm a Methodist and I'm TT, but I still feel a bit grotty because I have a late night.
So much coke.
So much coke. So much coke. Oh, you keep buying me that coke. It was great. Cola. Coca-Cola.
Oh, yeah, cola.
I'm not Terry Speed sauce.
Terry Asbestos.
Terry Asbestos. I hope he's okay.
And
I'm sure he's okay. I'm sure he's got his, very good friends, his female friends on his arms. And,
Oh, yes.
and hair on his chest.
If not, he's got some cars.
his close intimate female friends.
So he can always live in his
He's got that
Lamborghini
Ford
or whatever.
Porsche, doesn't he? Yeah, we're sorted. Right, so
Well, I did see
sidetracked.
Councillor Ahipine Mercer in a Porsche Boxster. So what are they paying him down at City Hall? They must be doing quite well.
Really?
Too much.
I was by the IRD and I saw a Jag pull out with IRD1 as a license plate.
There's my tax money. Bye. Do I get a ride?
Yeah, I don't pay for that.
I'm not paying you for petrol. I paid for your car.
Drive a Toyota, bitch.
Yeah.
And here's the sad one: the Governor General now gets ferried around in a BMW. So that is the end of the empire.
Oh, no more Jag.
No more Jag.
Not only a Jag, but personalised number plate.
The Jag, it didn't have a number plate, it just had a crown.
Oh, Governor General's one, yeah.
Oh, who are you talking
So I'm
about?
talking about Governor General.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's just the crown. So there's a little crown on the BMW.
That's just
So that's just sad. It means the empire. It is the end of the British Empire. The sun has finally set, and we have left, and we're no longer the invader.
Oh,
So, well, how's that for Winston Churchill?
that's quite good.
What if Morgan Freeman do one of those?
We'll have to have Morgan on
But
the
his gardening tools, didn't he?
Morgan has gardening tools because that's how he caught the penguins.
Aye.
Well, maybe that explains the polar bear rug.
Really explains holiday rug.
Dum, dum, dum.
Oh, no, you have to be drunk to do exercise, even small stretches.
Yeah.
A dangerous sober.
Yeah.
This is why I'm in the hot tub with the other angels.
And on that delightful note of Charlie's glistening body steaming with 60-year-old cougars, I'm going to wish you all a happy Christmas and a very good New Year, and happy Hanukkah and Kwanzaa and other unimportant except for their proximity to Christmas celebrations.
Yeah. Yay.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas. Oh,
Goodbye.
And now we've gone out on Klaus Know Me,
Klaus Know
which I'm
Me.
going to play because it's actually quite cool.
Please,